What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Stronghold Crusader 2v2. We are here in round 2, game 3. We have Pig and Lionheart versus Caliph and Sheriff. This is a match that I have been absolutely dying to see. And let's go ahead and hop right on into it and get these guys building up their castles. Make sure that everything's working out the correct way. There's no population caps. There's no anything for that matter. Very strong castle, it looks like, from Sheriff. 2 big towers with 2 ballistas. That's something we like to see. Maybe not the most efficient path. Early catapult coming in from Pig. A little ballsy there with that. And we see our 2 early ballistas. Classic from Lionheart, but he was ready for it. And Lionheart coming out with that first attack of the game. Not unusual. He does strike very fast for any lord, actually. He strikes very fast. That's something that he does really well with. We will have to make sure everyone, I guess, is running on all cylinders, if you will. Make sure they have peasants, enough houses, everything like that. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so looking like everything is running good. Should be good. I know that people often like to see different matchups across the field. The way I do it is I randomize it for all 4 spots, or for who's against who. Is I have a random number generator, if you are wondering. And so basically I'd be like, I'll randomize it to 1 or 2 for who's on bottom on each side, and then the other person just goes on top. So for this we do have Sheriff versus Pig, Duck Truff, which means that Caliph most likely is going to have to be playing a lot of defense, which is going to be interesting because we know that Lionheart, once he gets in the swings of things, he can be launching some very big attacks. Pig coming with an attack of his own, as well as Sheriff with 3 macemen. It looked like he had left over. Pig's economy is a little exposed there. I don't exactly know what to think about that. That can easily get lit up. A lot of consolidated towers here with Pig. I wish he had more of those big towers. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I love that he gets tower siege, but here we go. An attack for Caliph, answering back Lionheart, but it looks like it was shut down. And the most generous Caliph just feeding his swordsmen to the mangonels. And we have a very interesting that was. The assassins went up and could have opened up the gatehouse and they could have got everything there. It's a pretty devastating early attack against Pig. I don't think that he should be losing like this. He has money, that's not a problem, and he has peasants. So something's holding him back. He did just spend about 1 grand. It does look like Lionheart and Pig are on the up and up, though, as far as everything else is concerned. Looking like they are going to be the better team right now. I'm going to try and show this order of merit more. I know you guys like seeing it. You guys like seeing troop count. You guys like seeing their position of how they're ranked. It does look like Sheriff and Caliph are the underdogs right now, which is surprising because Sheriff looks strong. Caliph looks alright. I mean, I don't really see anything bad about it. I mean, he's getting hit really hard, which happens. He has managed to take down all that siege and that fire. I was going to say hopefully does some nice defenses for him, but it looks like he has lost every tower. And Lionheart did manage to get in, but won't have enough troops to finish it. Didn't really dive into the eco all that much, which is unfortunate. Is destroying Caliph's houses. It's a good way to keep harassing with that siege. You got to love that Lionheart's strategy is, who cares about defense, right? Let's put a few archers in our towers and some siege, and let's attack. That's really about how he works. Suits him well, because he is hounding Caliph. And I want to say Caliph is feeling it. Not a lot of gold, not a lot of troops. Oh, it's going up, kinda. I think he's buying slaves up. And we have another attack here from each of them. I love when lords do this, when they try and counterattack. It's very calculated, I'm sure. The numbers, the code running in the AIV files, just know. Pig hasn't really been able to make a scratch against Sheriff's Castle. Unfortunately, he is walking into quite a bit of defense there, as well as pitch all the way around. Killing these two, I think, is going to be difficult. Caliph really impressed me last game with a carry against Wolf, maybe was it? I'll have to look once we get to the bracket. I know that I've been a big fan of the Caliph Sheriff team. I've had a lot of hope for them, and I've been excited to see them play again. So, really good. That's an attack. All those assassins just burned to death. That was... And there we go, the generous Caliph, the nicest lord in the game, just feeding his swordsmen to mangonels. That's lovely. Isn't really going to be able to do much against Lionheart. That's a waste, but sure. And Lionheart with this counterattack. See, this could be dangerous because Caliph right now doesn't exactly have a lot of defenses. He needs to get that tower down. He needs he needs to get that siege tower down. Lionheart has walked right into his castle. He doesn't have any men to defend. They're gonna walk right up to his tower. He needs to dump another bucket. It's not enough. He's dead. Caliph proving to all that being a generous lord and attempting to counterattack. Or, I guess, yeah, sending an attack when you should be just focused on defense is always the best strategy. Let's go ahead and turn up our game speed again. Now is turned into a 1v2 against Sheriff. Lionheart is going to be pounding Sheriff, so I think any hope of him actually killing Pig has just gone out the window. I think if he already would have killed Pig and it would have turned into a 1v1, I think Sheriff would have taken it simply because Lionheart's defenses are not the best. Let's see if he can do something here. If he gets this kill, I will go crazy. Sheriff would be an absolute legend. I already don't think he has enough men for it. Unfortunately, Pig is weird to siege because he's got so many twisting and turning walls that men aren't always attacking the correct walls that they should be. They just kind of attack the nearest walls, I guess, maybe. So you're wasting a whole bunch of men just trying to kill like these like inner walls here that just like connect. That's a good strategy. Just gets you more time to fire at them. It's hard to get through that castle. Let's go ahead and open up the merit. Pig Duck Truff is in first. Has a population problem for sure. But so that means that oh, that's frustrating. So this AIV file, it looks like Pig, until he gets rid of these trees, he will not be able to purchase troops. But as soon as he does, he's gonna have 18k gold. That makes a lot more sense why we haven't seen him throw any kind of attacks here. I normally would at this point restart the video, but because Lionheart has already killed Caliph and it's already a 2v1 and it's very rare that Sheriff is going to win this, I'm not going to. I'm just going to wait till his wood runs out, as it's pretty close, and then he'll have available peasants to buy. Throwing another... Okay. So you see, this could be a problem, but I doubt it though. So Pig doesn't have... Well, now he's getting peasants, but most of the time he wouldn't. No, he'll defend. And we have... Well, that was interesting. I don't really know what to make of that. He went into the last stand mode. Definitely not needed. For sure. Let's also go ahead and... Oh, that's probably why as well. He's got so many ox. How many stone things did he lose? What, that'll be 6. He's got to fill 2 of 4 peasants then. That's if he doesn't... I don't think there's any available wood for him. No, there isn't. So Sheriff's got to get running back up. Yeah, normally at this point I'd restart the video and try and put them in a different spot. But since we're already this far, and really Pig was just meant to play defense anyway, I don't think he would have been able to kill Sheriff by himself. I'm not gonna restart it. He survived. He did good. So all good there. It does look like now he has available peasants. They're just being bought into troops right away. Expect some attacks here from Pig coming up. This number is already dropped from 18 to 14. 225, 260 group count, troop count, as well as 260 from Lionheart. I don't know what Lionheart is attacking at. 270 for Pig here. Looking like a sizable attack. Should easily get in this inner wall here, maybe do some damage to the houses, but is cleared out. Didn't really do too much. I thought he would do more. Be nice, you know, Sheriff's gonna have to keep his eco alive. I know he's missing a church there. He should really get that back. Even just the slight tax increase could probably help him here produce those assassins. I know he has that mercenary post, and that's what he gets out of there. That's weapons he doesn't need to wait for. Looks like he does. Alright with everything else. Pig finally has available peasants. You can see he is just building armies. Lionheart up to 328. And what do we have for speed? 500 still. Well, we just hit like the 11-minute mark. The videos I've been making for this 2v tournament are a little bit longer, so we'll see. I'm gonna wait a little bit to cut. I don't think that they're gonna need a cut with now both of them attacking here, as well as Pig being a little bit loaded. That's the most unfortunate thing I've ever seen. What am I watching? Alright, maybe we are going to have to cut the video because it looks like Sheriff has decided to just become an absolute unit and defended both attacks like they were nothing by burning all the enemy units. Lionheart should maybe consider not walking around the entire castle. And here we go, an attack here coming in from Sheriff, who is on defense but refuses to go down without a fight. We've seen Sheriff do crazy defenses before against Wolf, making him build up just absolute huge troop numbers. And this attack does look like it has failed. Let's hope he doesn't get counterattacked anytime soon, because he doesn't have any troops to defend. But Sheriff's defenses they're looking strong. Like, he just defended 500 troops, and I don't really think he lost all that many, because he threw an attack very quickly after that, and his attacks do look like they are starting to hurt Pig, who is now normalized on gold that he has available peasants. Yeah, maybe one more house in this AIV file would have been better. Just put it right here. House would fit perfectly right there. Look beautiful too, I bet. Let's go ahead and look here. Lionheart's still sitting at the top lord, but Pig has moved down to the bottom. And Sheriff's sitting pretty. He's got a high troop count number, has built up extremely quickly. If Sheriff takes a 2v1, he'll be the only other lord besides Saladin that has done so this tournament. And I'm pretty confident that if he kills Pig, he has a very strong chance. Strong mainly because Lionheart isn't known for his defense. He just needs to attack at the right time. This attack has decimated these front walls. What did that do? And oh, I guess also this tower, yeah. And also, alright, that attack hit. That attack was probably the best one seen for a little bit here. It looked like it stopped Sheriff's eco. It would be nice to see a Lionheart attack on top of that. Let's go ahead and look. Coming in at 353 troops. Sheriff being versatile as all get out and able to rebuild quite quickly. Does have his chapel on. Lionheart coming in at probably like 360, 370 troops here. That is a very thick line of very powerful troops, and he is running his tower. And I feel like they always try and go for this tower.
A message from the sheriff.
The tower is down for the first time. And there is a hole in his castle. There's been a fire started. Lionheart is losing troops fast, though. Lionheart's attack failed. And while Sheriff sent that message, he didn't enter last stand mode. He really didn't do anything. What he needs to get is this ballista up and running. Oh, there's some pike in there. Well, that was a very good defense. He's got a lot of stone about to come in. He's going to be able to make the fixes that he needs to. Sitting at the top lord right now. Sheriff, what is happening? Extremely confused. And we are entering the 15-minute mark here, and I think I'm going to cut it right here, and I will bring you guys back if anything crazy happens. Specifically, if Sheriff is takes a big hit, or if he's sending one. I don't think he's out of it yet, but yeah, let's go ahead and cut here, and we'll be back. In at 400 military pop, and has started a very big fire in his base. Will this... No, the fire's already out. I mean, I don't even know what to do anymore. A lot of men are going into Sheriff's eco. That's not a bad thing. He has them completely surrounded. This is looking very promising, except for the fact that Sheriff has got about 200 troops inside of his tower. So 235 on the defensive side. He is going to manage to clear it out. Very promising attack, though. He doesn't have any eco left either. Is looking very weak for the first time all game. Just need to build up that right number of troops and have your tower die fast so that you didn't send all your troops to that tower. Has lost a lot of defensive power. I don't know. I think he should destroy these buildings. Let's go ahead and speed it up here. Looks like Pig is going to keep pressuring, trying to take down those eco. I think you need to destroy these, get wood back, and start going. Otherwise, you're just going to lose them to fire. They are still trying to hit his eco. And they need to. They need to destroy all of his eco. You can't let him get going. It is looking a little hopeless for Sheriff. At one point of this game, I did think he was going to win. He almost killed Pig. He was actually touched his king. But ultimately, it didn't amount to anything. And now, Sheriff, who's put up just such a great game again, has really impressed me with his defense, is going to go down. I don't think there's any possible way that... I mean, he's not bringing in any resources. He's got no peasants. He's got men, but the next person who attacks him is going to walk right in his castle. Pig up to 300. Lionheart up to 291. That last attack, that fire really did him in. It is unfortunate to say the least that, the weapon that has been keeping you alive is the one that ultimately also destroys you. Should be an attack here coming soon. I know Pig only built up to 340 on his last attack, so any second now Pig's going to be running in. Lionheart won't get off the attack. He was building up to around like 420, 425 on his last attack. Sheriff was building up to about 450 as well. He was making numbers come very high. His attacks were looking really good, and unfortunately he tried to bring in some wood and it just didn't work. And here we go. Let's go ahead and slow this down. This is the final stand of the Sheriff of Nottingham. Macemen straight. And there it goes. Pig picking up that final kill. And Lionheart and Pig are triumphant. What a great battle, though. That could have gone either way. Let's go ahead and take a look. I think if we would have discounted that last little bit of the game, Sheriff would have had more gold than Pig. Maybe to some point to the standards of Lionheart. Had a lot of enemy troops killed here compared to Caliph. Took a 2v1 and for a while thought he was going to win it. Like, very much thought that he was going to win on my end with just how well his defense was going. And then his base started on fire and it completely changed the entire game. Let's go ahead and hop into the bracket now. 8. Here we are in the bracket. Let's go ahead and start off with Sheriff and Caliph first. Oh, they played the Emir and Marshal. Yes, and I thought the Emir was going to carry that game and blow everyone out of the water. But it turned out that Caliph wrecked the Marshal like it was nothing, was on the Emir's was attacking the Emir almost immediately. That's why I thought they were so strong. They are now going to be going up against Wazir and Philip in the next match, and that is going to be a great game. We know that Wazir and Philip are a very strong team, maybe even second best in the tournament. They absolutely decimated Frederick and Snake. Philip decimated Frederick, which was funny. So very excited to see that game. It's gonna be awesome to see. And then we also have Pig, Lionheart and Pig. They're going to be going against Wolf and Sultan. I think they will win that as well, simply because Wolf takes a lot of time to get up, and both Lionheart and Pig get up quite quickly. So shutting down Wolf won't be as hard as I think it could be. And Sultan is, well, he's a nice guy, so he's got that going for him. Anyways, thank you for watching. As always, I will see you all for our next game of Wolf and Sultan versus Emir and Marshal. That will be interesting. Both Wolf and Emir take a minute to get going, so catch you all next time. Later.